Moving on. Here's the video.
No more pronouns.
Okay. So Benny Johnson says that this is the most powerful 17-second speech ever given by a Secretary of Defense. So, are you ready to be blown away by how powerful this speech is?
No more pronouns, no more gods, no more kings. Let's go.
Oh, no, wrong button.
No more pronouns. No more climate change obsession. No more emergency vaccine mandates. No more dudes in dresses. We're done with that shit.
That's it. So powerful. Much power.
So like, I only heard no more pronouns, no more climate change obsession, no more. And then I got a message saying my internet connection is unstable.
Oh, he was just listing things he doesn't like. So like, here, I can do an equally powerful speech, but on our side. No more drinking on the job. No more texting secret government plans through Signal chats. No more going on paranoid witch hunts about leakers when you are the biggest leaker in the department. We're done with that shit. Hey.
No more posting on your white supremacist Twitter account as an ICE lawyer.
Oh, has he done that?
Yes. One of the lawyers for ICE in Washington, I just did a story on it, but it's stuff that we found out back in February. There was a suspicion that it was him because a lot of the things that the Twitter account and a lot of things that he had done in his life lined up. But the thing that sealed the deal was he was in fucking court writing on his profile, on the alternate profile where he posted all his white supremacist shit, and the news caught it. And then as soon as he hit send on his post, it appeared on his account. So they had all the information to go, diss you?
I mean, to be fair, it's more fun when they just accidentally forget to switch to their sock account.
I am what is the one, like as a black woman,
lady?
As a black woman.
As a black woman, I agree. Yeah, no, it's just like, yeah, he didn't say anything particularly special there. He just listed things he didn't like. But Benny Johnson's like, this is powerful. Like, what's powerful about it? Like
James Rodden, that's his name. James Rodden. He was Glomar Responder on X, and now the entire profile is private.
Ah.
There we go.
Yeah, but like, so this whole thing just kind of reveals it's the same thing that we've been seeing in conservative TV shows, like that stupid what was it, the one that was
Mr. Bertram?
Not Mr. Bertram. Mr. Bertram had a modicum of redeeming qualities. The one that was supposed to be exclusive to Twitter.
Norm.
Norm.
Yeah,
like so like conservative media, like that, conservative comedy, it's all just become me say thing me no like. Me say it in ridiculous way. Haha, you laugh now. Like that's the whole joke, is just I made a gesture towards a thing that we both don't like. Isn't that funny? And it's just like, now it's gone past funny. It's now also powerful. Oop. Sorry, I didn't mean to press play, but like, it's like, no, you gotta actually put some effort into this shit. If you want to be funny, you can be funny and conservative. I would argue that King of the Hill is actually pretty good at that. King of the Hill, I would argue, is a conservative show. But they lean into certain things, and they can be funny with it. And part of that is because they actually understand at least some of the liberal mindset. So they can, like, when they poke fun at it, it's actually accurate, and that makes it more funny. But like, conservative shows just don't accomplish that. And it's it actually makes me sad for them that this is what they're left with. Like, I'd rather enjoy my media, not because it makes me angry at someone else. I want to enjoy my media for its own sake.
I actually okay, so like I don't know if I'd say that the show is really conservative. I mean, I would say that Hank Hill is conservative.
Yeah, but like,
what?
okay, maybe the show's not conservative, but like Hank Hill is conservative, and it paints him in a positive light. He's the protagonist of the show. He's the good guy of the show. It makes it like presents conservative values in a way that is not just inherently ridiculous. I don't know. I feel like it could be considered a conservative show because it definitely does poke some fun at the more liberal side of things. I don't know. I'm not a King of the Hill fanboy, so I don't have all the episodes memorized or anything.
Fair. I need to watch more of it. So speaking of animated sitcom silliness, me and Saki are currently going through all of Family Guy right now.
F's in the chat for when Suris gets to the vomit episode.
I mean, I've already seen the vomit episode when I was a kid, so it's not not going to be anything I haven't already dealt with. Like we've had a little bit of fun pointing out areas where like the show, just the older episodes haven't aged really well, and areas where the older show has done way better than what the newer material is.
Yeah.
So it's been fun watching the show go from like, we're trying to be Simpsons to let's start creating our characters and establishing who they are. It's weird seeing like Stewie as sexually confused as opposed to just very, very blatantly homosexual, which he is like later in the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny seeing him talk about how much he loves women all the time, and then just there's always some cutaway gag where also the cutaway gags didn't start until like season 2. It was also weird, but seeing like the first cutaway gags where he's at a gay bar, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is where they start leaning into that aspect of his character. But there was one moment earlier in the show that it struck me as a little weird, as like I don't know how to feel about this one, especially considering the character that it's about is Quagmire.
Mm-hmm.
And Quagmire's just a rapist. Like that is his character early on, is he's the rapist. He's even got a what is it? The sexual predator law where he has to announce himself.
Megan's Law.
But when all the New Yorkers come into Quahog for the first time to see the leaves, he sees a trans person and freaks out, and then immediately goes, wait, pre-op or post-op? And then she goes, pre-op, and then he freaks out again. And I'm just like, that is weirdly mixed up in somewhat trans affirming and also not.
Yeah, I can.
Like, I don't know how to judge Quagmire in this moment.
Well, that's
Altfax.
So that's
Altfax
the thing.
said, "Hey Peter, when do I get my own show?"
So if I could play devil's advocate for a moment, I could say, regardless of how we're judging Quagmire, that subversion of expectations is what makes it funny. So I would say that it's okay to find that funny and still be confused about, like, I don't know how I feel about this character having that opinion.
Yeah. Sean says, I think that's before Quagmire's parent transitions. Yeah, it's well before that, because like Quagmire doesn't hate Brian yet. Quagmire, I'll have more of an opinion when we get to this point of the show, but I know that there's moments where Quagmire learns to hate Brian more and more and more and more and more, and then the Quagmire's dad is introduced, and then Quagmire's dad transitions into Quagmire's mom, and then Brian sleeps with Quagmire's mom, and then that solidifies them hating each other ever thereafter. But no, I know that stuff because I've tangentially watched it on like Adult Swim when I was growing up, seeing these episodes. This is the first time I've gone through and actually seen them in chronological order.
Yeah, I've only seen. I watched through most of the, like, it was years ago, so I don't know if they're still going, but yeah, I think I got up to where Brian dies. Spoilers.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, at some point it just got to a point, like, it got to the point where I wasn't watching it because I enjoyed it anymore. I was watching it because that's what we did at this time on this night.
You had a Family Guy ritual.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I really could not do any of this without all of you. Those of you watching, and especially those of you who support me on Patreon. I wanted to go ahead and take a minute to thank all of you who do that, because with YouTube being what it is these days, I really cannot do this full time without the support from each and every one of you. Those people would be Red Joker, Purple Poundini, Jemshin, Britzkrieg, Jupe the Malignant, Michael, Ravalern, Mabbity Babbity, Astral Frontier, Tales of Atonement, Nixie Chan, Kiri Artemis, Victorian Alchemist, I'm not saying the last part of that, and you know that, Leela Ururaka, Arcton Arclacier, Kiratorian, Dren Hadamata, Jordan M, John L, Lord Bleck, Smiling Game Master, and Fireshard. Thank you so very much. But since you're here, why not go ahead and try watching another one? There should be one that's on the screen right now. And if you are a patron of mine, I wanted to go ahead and thank you again for all of your support. There is still a video you could press though, if you'd like. I would appreciate it just a little bit.